Well, let's get more on this with Fabbiana Lamboglia, who joins us from Maracaibo in Venezuela. She's an energy and economics analyst at Orinoco Research. Welcome to the program. So you're joining us from Maracaibo, which is, of course, one of the most important cities and regions when it comes to the oil industry. What do you make of the recent US statements regarding Venezuelan oil?
The U.S. and in Venezuela have had historical partnerships and commercial partnerships in the oil industry and the oil market. And after the statement of President Trump, it's important to expect what will happen in the Venezuela's oil market after he said that the American oil industry and companies will return to Venezuela. It's important to follow under what conditions they will return to this country, considering that right now the market and the primary partner, commercial partner in Venezuela is China. We are exporting currently the majority of our barrels of petroleum per day. It's to China. At this moment, the only American company that is operating in Venezuela is Chevron, who is just exporting around 125,000 of barrels of petroleum per day. And we just have to follow under what conditions are coming these American companies back to Venezuela after President Trump said they will run Venezuela.
Absolutely. As you say, President Trump said that he would run Venezuela. He also said that he'd fix Venezuela's broken infrastructure and start making money for the country. What incentives do you think there are right now for US companies, and what potential changes could American companies bring to the oil industry there in Venezuela?
Of course, the oil industry in Venezuela needs an improvement. It needs to modernize their infrastructure. After all these years, and especially the years where the Venezuelan oil exportations were lower, we are at least we're just recovering. We were just recovering our exportations of petroleum the last year, as in November. The daily barrels of petroleum exported were 9,100 petroleum barrels per day. According to Reuters, this exportation had a lower, at least they were reduced at least at 500,000 barrels of petroleum per day. And of course, they will need to invest an important amount to modernize Venezuelan industry after all these years and what has happened.
Fabbiana, how would you describe the gap right now between where the oil production is in Venezuela and where it could be?
In the historical years and in the boom, when Venezuela was in a petroleum boom, the amount of barrels of petroleum per day exported were about 3 million or 4 million of petroleum. I would expect, and I hope that with the necessary conditions, and also aiming for the benefits for Venezuelans and for Venezuela generally, that we could reach that amount, and we can go back to our historical moments when we had a boom in the petroleum industry.
Fabbiana, thank you very much indeed. Fabbiana Lamboglia, live there from Maracaibo in Venezuela. Thank you for your time and your insights.